Moving to a new city can be stressful. Lots of that stress can be pinpointed to one thing, the fear of the unknown. I'm a realtor that has helped countless people move to Lethbridge, so I know this all too well. In this video, I'm going to ease your mind by answering the top 10 questions that people have about Lethbridge to give you a better understanding of this beautiful city. Without further ado, let's get right into question number 1. Is Lethbridge a nice city to live in? Nice is very subjective, but the numbers do not lie. Our population has been increasing every single year, and I doubt it will slow down anytime soon. So clearly, there must be a good reason why all these people are moving here. Our location is hard to beat. We're close to the Rocky Mountains, Calgary, and the US border, as well as 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Because our location is in the southernmost part of Alberta, our climate is warmer than any other major city in Alberta. We have relatively mild winters with hot summers. Within the city, we have over 200 kilometers of paved pathways, 130 parks and natural areas, including multiple off-leash dog parks, 2 disc golf courses, and 5 actual golf courses. And of course, the beautiful coulees. The cultural scene in Lethbridge is vibrant and diverse, with a mix of art galleries, museums, theaters, festivals, and cultural organizations that reflect the city's unique heritage and creativity. Lethbridge also has a lot of events throughout the year, including Whoop Up Days, which is like a mini stampede, the Lethbridge International Air Show, Street Machine Weekend, and PBR. Of course, this is not an all-inclusive list, and I'll be covering more in the following 9 questions. Question number 2. What are the benefits of living in Lethbridge over Calgary? First of all, the cost of housing is way more affordable in Lethbridge. The average cost of a detached home in Calgary in March 2023 was $707,000. In Lethbridge, it was only $369,000. So you can nearly buy 2 houses for the price of 1 in Lethbridge. Price of housing isn't the only thing that's lower. Our unemployment rate is too. As of March 2023, it was only 4.7% compared to Calgary's 6.6%. So not only is your house going to be cheaper, but you're more likely to have a job to pay for it. Lethbridge has nearly all the same amenities and services found in Calgary that you would need day to day. Some of the things are a little bit different. For example, we have a WHL team instead of an NHL team, but the tickets are much cheaper and you don't need to book them months in advance. We have many sports facilities such as indoor soccer center, ice rinks, swimming pool, and judo club, just to name a few. What makes it even better is because of our relatively small size, traffic is never a concern. You can get to all these wonderful places the city has to offer in no time at all. Lethbridge is also less than 2 hours away from Castle Provincial Park and Waterton National Park, which is like a mini Banff but without the crowds. Our weather is also better here. On average, Lethbridge is 2 degrees warmer than Calgary. Question number 3. What is Lethbridge known for? Lethbridge is known for many things. We are the 3rd, sometimes the 4th largest city in Alberta, nearly tied with Red Deer. Lethbridge is one of only a few cities its size with 2 post-secondary institutions, the Lethbridge College and the University of Lethbridge. We are the 2nd sunniest city in all of Canada, and we are also the 2nd windiest city in all of Canada, with St. John's taking the cake for the windiest. Our river valleys coulees are home to one of North America's largest urban park systems. We also have not the longest nor the highest bridge, but we do have the longest, highest steel trestle bridge in the world, and it was recently featured on the HBO show The Last of Us. In the vexillology community, we have arguably the ugliest flag of all time. I personally love it, but it's so bad, it's kind of good. We also have the 3rd largest YMCA in all of North America, complete with 2 water slides, a wave pool, an indoor running track, and a state-of-the-art gym. Question number 4. Is Lethbridge a family-friendly city? A few weeks ago, my wife and I welcomed our baby boy into this world. This new addition to our family made us think about what Lethbridge has to offer for families with kids. Turns out, a lot. First of all, Lethbridge hosts numerous family-friendly events and activities throughout the year, including festivals, fairs, and community gatherings. Most weekends, there's a family-friendly event somewhere in the city. These events provide opportunities for families to connect, enjoy cultural experiences, and participate in fun-filled activities suitable for all ages. Lethbridge has a lot of parks with playgrounds and sports fields across the city. There are a lot of organized sports leagues for kids of different ages, as well as different recreation facilities and programs. Lastly, Lethbridge has a robust education system with numerous schools, both public and private, as well as the University of Lethbridge and the Lethbridge College, providing quality education to students of all ages. Question number 5. Does Lethbridge get a lot of snow? Not only does Lethbridge get less snow than other major cities in Alberta, such as Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, and Grand Prairie, the snow that we do get melts quicker because of our southern location, slightly higher than average temperature, and our Chinook winds. Question number 6, is Lethbridge always windy? It's not always windy, but when it is windy, it's generally a warm wind. We have what's called Chinooks. Basically, it's a warm wind that's caused because of our close proximity to the Rocky Mountains. The indigenous Blackfoot people called this wind Snow Eater. Chinook winds have been observed to raise the winter temperature often from below -20 to as high as +10 or 20 for a few hours or days. The wind can be annoying, especially if it's super windy on your garbage collection day and when you get home, you have to fetch your bin from down the street. The good thing is that the wind nearly always comes from the same direction, so you know where to look. Question number 7, why do people move to Lethbridge? One of the main reasons why people move to Lethbridge is our affordable housing. The average home price in Lethbridge was $342,000 in 2022, which is significantly lower than other cities like Toronto, Vancouver, or Calgary. Another reason is economic stability. Lethbridge has a robust economy with diverse industries, including but not limited to agriculture, healthcare, education, and manufacturing. We don't rely on oil and gas industries, which means that the economy here is more sheltered from any downturns in those sectors. On top of that, Lethbridge has one of the lowest unemployment rates in Western Canada. So a lot of people move here for better job opportunities. There are a lot of reasons why people choose to call Lethbridge home, and I actually have a separate video about the top 5 reasons to move to Lethbridge, which answers this very question in a lot more detail. And I'll link it up above and in the description down below. Question number 8, what are people who live in Lethbridge called? There is actually no clear-cut answer for this. There are 2 camps of people, those who call us Lethbridgians and those who call us Lethbians. I believe the consensus is on Lethbians as it's shorter and rolls off the tongue better. I always tell people I live in LA, Lethbridge, Alberta, of course. Question number 9, is Lethbridge a safe city to live in? Lethbridge is very safe, but I must address the elephant in the room. Our ranking on the Crime Severity Index has been quite high, but for the last few years we have seen it decreasing. If you look at just the violent crimes, we're nowhere near the top compared to other Alberta cities. Also, our homicide rate is way below the national average. We do, unfortunately, have a lot of petty crime and opioid-related offenses. A lot of these are confined mostly to the downtown area, not the suburbs where the majority of people live. My wife moved here from London, UK, and has never felt safer living in Lethbridge. She was shocked to learn that our crime rate was so high because we don't see it in our day-to-day lives. Question number 10, what is the best area to live in Lethbridge? The first thing you need to know about Lethbridge is that we are divided into 3 sides. There's the south, north, and west side. There is no east side. The north and the south are divided by the Crow's Nest Highway that runs through the city, and the west side is everything that's on the west side of the Old Man River. As for the best area, it's subjective. Each side of Lethbridge is comprised of many different neighborhoods, each with their own unique features. Each side has its mix of single-family homes, townhomes, and apartments alike, so there should be something to suit everyone's needs. The south side is known for its family-friendly neighborhoods, well-regarded schools, and easy access to amenities like parks, shopping centers, and recreational facilities. Homes on the south side range in age from the 1890s, closer to the downtown core, to new construction on the very south end of the city, in neighborhoods such as Southgate, Discovery, and Southridge. North Lethbridge is generally more affordable than other parts of the city. However, there are certain neighborhoods that are more expensive than other parts of Lethbridge. It has a mix of residential and commercial areas and is known for its parks and recreational facilities. Homes on the north side range in age from the 1890s to new construction on the north end of the city in neighborhoods such as Legacy Ridge or Black Wolf. West Lethbridge is known for its newer developments and modern amenities. It has several parks, walking trails, and shopping centers, making it a convenient area to live in. The west side is different than the south and the north in that you won't find older character homes here, as this area started development in the early 1970s, around the same time as the opening of the University of Lethbridge, which is also located on the west side. This area has grown massively over the years and now houses more people than either the south or the north side. Houses range from the 1970s to new construction in areas such as Copperwood, Gary Station, The Crossings, and Country Meadows. I have personally lived on all 3 sides of Lethbridge, and I don't think that one area is necessarily better than the other. It really depends on what you're looking for. If you want an older character home, you would be limited to the south or the north side, but other than that, the most expensive and sought after homes in Lethbridge are generally properties that are overlooking the coulees and the Old Man River. And these properties can be found on the south, north, or west side. Ultimately, the best area to live in Lethbridge would depend on your specific preferences, lifestyle, and needs. I always recommend visiting the area, exploring different neighborhoods, and considering factors such as proximity to work, schools, amenities, and affordability when determining the best area for you to live in Lethbridge. I hope these answers helped you get a clearer idea of our city. If you would like to get your home search started, I'd be happy to help as I'm a realtor with the Real Estate One team. And if you want to see more things about Lethbridge, just subscribe.